Welcome into my channel. Thank you for being here and allowing me to read your energy. I've already cleared your space. I'm sharing from my heart for the highest good of all. I invite spirits of the light for whatever messages they'd like to send through me. I'm here as a reader and a seeker, always learning, always listening, and sharing what comes through. Welcome to the new beautiful energies, new beautiful people who have joined. Thank you for sharing in this space. I'm so happy that you found your way here or this space found its way to you. Thank you for your kind, beautiful comments. They mean so much to me. As I was in meditation before the reading, I got the message of the golden thread. And I always ask for a grounded message in the 3D, like what does that mean in case this is someone in the practical sense wanting to know something. And, you know, things come through with, like, you're putting in a swimming pool the other day, but today it came through as finding and using your special golden thread. So maybe you're trying to locate it, you've run out, and you're trying to find that special thread. And I know the frustration of that. If you have something special and you run out and then you can't find it. And so you may be using a special golden thread in your projects. The figurative meaning I always ask for, the larger, the macro meaning. And I got the golden threads that are woven throughout your life, the tapestry of your life. You've been pulling on those threads, and you can see how everything you've been through has been woven through the tapestry of your life with golden thread, and how you've left your signature like a golden thread woven throughout your interactions with other people. It's not only your life's tapestry, but your ability to weave the golden thread of love through other people's lives by just interacting with them, even in the most simple ways. So I'm interested to see what the cards will have to say today. Don't know, maybe that's kind of an overall message for the reading today. Your golden thread of love weaving throughout your own life, and you're seeing it as you pull on the threads. You see those threads lighting up across your life's tapestry, and realizing that all the interactions you've had with people, even if they haven't seemed to have a purpose or a meaning, they have left your signature, your golden thread of light in their lives. I hope you're doing well today. Today is Saturday, and it is very cold where I am. I hope wherever you are, you're staying nice and warm and cozy. It's hard to find what to do with everything in this kind of tight space. When we're sharing on camera, it's a whole other thing, isn't it, to find the space where everything is supposed to go. I'm going to get a card again from this animal deck with the owl. There's two birds up here above it. It's two little guides. Even the owl has guides. I love that. We have guides. The spirits have their guides, their way of how they know things. A cardinal appeared right on my deck this morning, and it was the most beautiful, bright cardinal. So maybe we're talking to Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, initiating and starting things, the cardinal signs. definitely the brightest, maybe not the brightest one I've ever seen, but definitely very bright. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, I wanted to tell you we have this crystal today and the lion. Hello, Mr. Lion, or Miss Lion. Endless possibilities with the number 38. Endless possibilities. 38. The number 11. The master number 11. Let's see. You are the messenger. Awakening. Illuminating. As truth has been revealed to you, you now see yourself with endless possibilities. Not that you can do everything, because humanly that's not possible, but endless possibilities of what you could choose, what you could pick from. The doors that were closed in the past, for whatever reason, it could be any reason. We don't need to go into why all the doors were closed, because this is about endless possibilities. This is about open doors. Truth opens so many doors. I see this is the truth coming in, and then it continues. It goes into a form that you're able to receive. Truth is huge. The truth is so vast. Some truths remain mystery to us as human beings. So when we tap into this larger truth, there are always those things that we wish we could know about, all of the endless possibilities, all of what is going on. Not only what we could do, but what are the possibilities of what is actually going on out there that our human minds are seemingly limited on purpose in regard to those I want to say mysteries. They're truth to someone. They're truth to the higher power. They're truth that it's filtered for us. It's taken from the larger, and it's filtered into how we can digest it, how we can understand it. So you see how that's happening. It's available to you, and you're interpreting it, and then it's coming down. I'm seeing this is a heart here. Her heart is in this reading, in this card. I'm seeing feathers again. Like she has on a costume of feathers. So the possibilities are endless, and maybe that's something that you're working on, is distilling down the possibilities into what you actually want to invest your energy in. We're all, you know, humans. We have a finite amount of energy in a day before we have to sleep and recharge, and we all have to recharge in different ways. And so we need to be able to distill the possibilities down into what is manageable for us for that long haul energy that we received a message about from the woodpecker that visited. You know, this is long haul energy, and so in order to maintain over the long haul, we need to distill it down to what means the most to us and where are we going to place our energy. And here we have the time machine again with number 3. This makes sense, the number 3 being about rebirth and growth, which is all, again, still a theme that's been running through the readings. And repeating time machine again. This makes me think of Pink Floyd and their album that's still, I believe it's still on the number 1 charts after all these years. And time is an illusion. Meaning that we're all time travelers. There is obviously time passes, whatever that means, because our bodies grow older, and that is evidence of time. But time is an illusion in that we can all travel in time. We can project ourselves into the past, and we can revisit our memories. We're all capable of tapping into our own time machine. And some people are more willing to do that than others. Some people do not want to use their time machine at all. They're happy, or maybe not happy, but they are not really even open to the fact that we have this capacity to time travel within us. And if you ever try to talk to somebody about that isn't tapped into the fact that they have a built-in time machine, I mean, you can kind of see their eyes glass over, but you are obviously aware that you can time travel, can project yourself into the future. You can't predict the outcome necessarily, but you can envision what an outcome could look like, and that can have a strong impact on the way the outcome actually manifests in your life. I'm so sorry, my phone just said that I didn't have enough iCloud storage all of a sudden. I apologize that this is an abrupt middle, and I thought about, well, should I completely scrub this reading and start all over? And I thought, oh, no, this is flowing. This is that you don't know what the future is going to hold, and that's what we were just talking about here with the time machine. You can't predict the future. You don't know what's going to happen. I had no idea that was going to happen, but this reading came out like it came out, so we'll just continue. So there was more that I was saying about the time machine. I hope it comes back to me, because when I'm in the flow and channeling, I'm just saying what's coming to me, and I can't recall it like that and go back and say, oh, this is where I left off. I can't. So anyway, I trust that what's meant to come through will, and let's proceed. So, Call of the Muse. You have been being called by the Muse for a long time, likely all your life. Everybody's muse is different. Some people's spirit is their muse. You may have different muse callings throughout your life. Muses can change. It's what gets you into the flow. It's what makes you tap in, or helps you tap into your creativity. She is in the flow, tapped into her creativity. She's a ballerina, and she is an advanced dancer. She's on toe shoes. It's the number 31 or the number 4. So this is about structure with the number 4, and it's interesting because you can't see that she has structure under her feet. There are all of these like fairy clouds, fairy dust, and so you can't see that it's there, but you know it's there because she's aligned, she's standing steady, she's supported to do this pose, which if she wasn't supported, she couldn't do. She'd be falling, or she would have already fallen. So you know that there's structure here. She has built the structure. She has done the work. She's honed her craft to become this talented and trained ballerina. She even has wings on her feet. Can you see the wings on her feet? She has this winged cape. It's only partial. She has a partial winged cape. I'm surprised it's not over here too. The significance of that is maybe tying back into your endless possibilities that you haven't quite picked yet. These are your endless possibilities, all the feathers that you could choose. And look, she's building that. She's building her other set of wings here. So she already has her solid structure. Her foundation is built here. So she's called by the muse. She's answered the call. She's not only being called, she's answered the call. And so she's built her foundation. She has safety and structure and form for her growth. So now she can expand and decide, and she's deciding of all my endless possibilities of what I can do with Spirit's guidance, which is all around her in all forms, angels, all the guidance is here present. And so she's building this other half of her winged cape. I get the feeling as she goes through life, she sprinkles her fairy dust. People feel her presence. They may not even know it, but they may like turn their heads. It's like, oh, like this person is lit up. They're energized. They're steady. They're confident. They have a foundation, and they're open to the possibilities. They're open. You're not tied into this foundation. You're using it as a springboard, as a growth opportunity. And that makes you unique, because a lot of times people build these foundations and they get stuck to them. But she's not stuck. She knows it's there, but we don't even see it. That's how open she is, and that's how so like trusting she is. Open to discovery. Yep, exactly. That's what we were just saying. She's open. She's discovering endless possibilities. Number 34, or the number 7. The Chariot, the forward motion. Moving ahead with intention and self-trust. This card is saying to me, like, sorry, I'm getting a battery notification. Here's what most people see. This solid ground. But once you get the key and you're open to discovery, you have to be open to discovery to even see the key is there. Most people don't even see this key. But once you're open to discovery, you see this key, and then you're able to pick it up and unlock this whole other world, this whole other space here. there's a forest within that when you open it, excuse me, it rises and clears the way for you to step through. And you don't have all the answers. The time machine, it's not about predicting the future. You can project yourself forward. You can say, okay, I know I'm supposed to go through here, and there are endless possibilities of what could happen. And you trust, because you have the foundation, that when you step through here, because you found the key, it's meant for you. And when you step through, the way will be shown to you. You'll be resourced as you go. And here is the guardian. Can you see the guardian of this space that you've unlocked? And he's saying, you shall pass. The space is open to you now, and you're ready to pass through. Not with the certainty about what is going to happen, but with the foundation that you can make it through, and you are meant to, because you have the key. You are one of the people that has the key. A tall tale. We got this yesterday, and it threw me kind of for a loop. I was like, what is this tall tale doing in the middle of our reading yesterday? And then it made itself known, and now here we are again, the tall tale. So obviously it has something to tell us. The tall tale and the time machine, those are repeating cards, and look, they're stacked. So what is that about? Spirit, can you please help us with this? What is this tall tale about? A tall tale about time. Like, time is an illusion. Yes, like we know that. We can travel back and forth. We understand that we have access to the here and now, and we can also travel back in time, and we can project ourselves into the future. We understand this, okay? So it's a tall tale that time is fixed. Yes. And the number 8, also with infinity. Is it a tall tale that we need to force ourselves to choose right now? That we have time, we can take our time, we can act with patience as we build upon our foundation. We travel in time to remember what has worked and what hasn't, and that's part of our foundation as we choose from our endless possibilities, and as we open to this new discovery, this door that's open with our key. The tall tale. This could be that someone in your life has presented themselves as having all the knowledge. Look at this big magician hat. Like, this makes me think of the Wizard of Oz, and the wizard with his trickery and his magic, which he didn't have the power. It was always in Elphaba, was that her name? It was always in the Wicked Witch that everyone thought was bad. They called her the Wicked Witch, but she was the one who always had the power, and she was misunderstood. And yes, I mean, maybe that's what this is about. Like, somebody has been misunderstanding you and spreading tales and not untruths about you. Maybe there's some tie-in to that, the Wizard of Oz, and the whole story of that. If you've seen the last one that came out, it completely flips everything on its end, and you see that the perception of society and how the hive mind can think and take things that are completely untrue about a person and make them true. And some people are just unwitting or unwilling participants. Like, they don't know what's happening to them. Like, the masses are asleep and they just kind of go with the flow. But there are orchestrators behind the scenes, like the magician, and their helpers that are helping them to create this whole facade around systems and ideas and beliefs, and also right down to people, and creating whole stories about people that are not true. And then when you finally see through, when you have this key, then you're like, wait a minute, and you're guided by spirit, and you begin to get this knowledge coming down to you, and you're distilling it into your mind, and you're making sense of it, and you're able to travel in time, and you have your foundation, and you're building this life based on your truth, and you're seeing through the smoke and mirrors. Then you see that the person wearing this magician hat was really here. This piece, this thing, this person, this whatever, this belief, it's put together with just like cobbled together. It's not even a fully formed thing. It's not even real. And it's full of lies. It's full of deception. And now, you see it. You can see it. And he's out of his hat, and it's all an illusion. It's a tall tale. Okay, so gosh, that's so fitting for kind of the world we live in now, isn't it? What can happen on the macro scale and the micro scale to people. Okay, the oracle's gift, exactly, and the cup's energy, and we had the cup yesterday as well. The number 37, 10. So the fool's journey, the beginning, the stepping into the unknown with a solid foundation. Leap and the net will appear. You are the oracle. You have the oracle's gift. You have the oracle's gift. You hear things, you sense things, you know things, you see patterns, you pick up synchronicities. This person has a beautiful cup, a soft and delicate looking cup, and it has fire inside, fire at its disposal. It's not overflowing, it's not spewing out, it's just contained. The fire has been mastered. Oracle. In order to master the gift of the oracle, you contain the fire. You move through the fire. Sometimes you get burned a bit by the fire, and that lets you know the power of the fire. When you need to tap into it, you know what it can do. So you keep it as part of your foundation. It's in your cup, but you are this soft, sweet, gentle container with the rose petals. It makes sense, and it's on this placemat of feathers. The oracle's gift. You are the oracle's gift. You are the gift of the oracle. You have the gift of the oracle. It seems like the whole overall theme of this reading. You have the gift of the oracle. You are the oracle. You are the oracle. Patience. That's what we were saying. You need to have patience. We need to have patience. Patience is called for during this process. Patience. Things don't happen overnight. It's a process and a journey and an unfolding. Create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently toward your purpose. There you go. You found that key. Stepping confidently into this unknown as you define your possibilities, or you not define them, but you determine which of your endless possibilities you're choosing to put your energy towards. And you're patient as you do this. You're patient with yourself, stepping confidently towards your purpose. Patience will bring you rewards. Patience. And again with the bird, just standing confidently, looking ahead. We had that bird the other day. It wasn't the heron, but it was, I think it was the pelican. Yeah. And it was just on the bow of the boat, just looking ahead, confidently, patiently, trusting. Activate the void. Look, this is not exactly a void, but it's a space that's going in that has some void to it. See the void in the back? So you're activating it. As you step through, this void activates, and it becomes what you manifest into being. So you're activating your void. And here we have the third eye, the crown chakra, third eye chakra. And look, this color, it matches our crystal today. Look at that. It's almost like, look, that looks like it right there, sitting there right behind her piece of jewelry. And here we go. Perfect. Wow, look at that. It's like this card was meant to just hold it in her hands. And then we have the triangle, sacred geometry, and this beautiful pendant on her necklace. But we don't see the person, we just see the hands. Oh, that's wild, because in these readings you see my hands. That is that's so cool. And we have azurite, the number 23. And the 7th chakra, the crown chakra, exactly. Look at that. Those colors match up. The crown chakra. I sit still in meditation regularly, as I know there is power in silence. I seek out stillness during some part of every day. In silence, I am open to receive without asking and without expectation. In the silence, I will hear and see the truth. Exactly. You will see through this tall tale that keeps repeating. Rest, tranquility, and peace are rejuvenating to my spirit. Miraculous, emotional, mental, and physical healings are available when I am open to receive. And the date May 30th, 2021 may be significant to someone out there. This may be, yeah, I don't know what that date will mean for you, but it's here for a reason. Let me know if that has significance for you, or feel free to share anything about this reading that was significant or stood out. I love hearing from you. Let's see, shall we read about, let's read about this azurite. It says it's on page 23. Okay. Each in-breath creates space within you, an expectant stillness. That would be patience. Azurite holds the energy of this empty fullness. It is not the container, but the space contained. not the walls of the womb, but the emptiness within. This void is the most precious of gifts because in its emptiness, in the pause, at the crossroads of time and space, your intuition can soar. We've been getting all this information about wings. Once space is created, stuck energies begin to flow, funneling through heaviness, creating a place for something more daring or delicate than everyday life. Look at this. She's daring and delicate. Daring and delicate. More daring and delicate than everyday life. Azurite holds you as you behold this void so you can feel the rich ocean of possibilities in which you are swimming. Look at that. Endless possibilities. You are swimming in a rich ocean of endless possibilities. Breathe in the blue. Look at all this blue today. Look at this. It's blue, blue, blue. And the purple. So much blue. Blue over here. Breathe in the blue and this as well. The blue. Breathe in the blue and allow the fullness of the emptiness to elevate your spirit. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you soon.